Let's stop thinking that, oh, the man's supposed to walk away from the woman. So when they say, why if the man doesn't walk away? Then what? The man's supposed to walk away, but what if he doesn't walk away from the confusion and he decides to go physical with you? Who becomes the victim? You. So walk away. Stop challenging the man. Hello everybody, I am Eli P. Zaza, and of course this is the Eli Zaza Show. I'm always glad to have you on the Eli Zaza Show. So today I want to talk about preventing domestic violence. On preventing domestic violence, there are key points that I will want to stress when it comes to preventing domestic violence. Domestic violence is not a new topic in our spaces. It's not a new topic in our neighborhoods and everywhere. So there are several ways we think we can prevent domestic violence. Prevention is better than cure. That's what they say in the health sector. Prevention is better than cure. It is good to be able to avoid violence. It is baseless when of domestic violence is being committed against somebody, or let's say a woman, and people go to the court or go to the police station and or get into the street and protest. Those actions really don't do anything because it doesn't reverse the effect. Preventing domestic violence is one of the ways we can fight domestic violence. Now, one of the ways we can prevent domestic violence is be able to recognize the signs of domestic violence, especially against women. Now, if a man is with you in the house, or the both of you are together for a long period of time, there are signs that you will see that will make you know that this person is capable of perpetrating domestic violence against you. This person is capable of committing domestic violence. You see controlling behaviors, physical abuse, verbal abuse, trying to prevent you from connecting with your friends, trying to prevent you from connecting with your family members. These are signs that can tell you that domestic violence is approaching. It's just a matter of time before he starts to do it in a way that it's going to affect you. I know this is a message that has been preached over and over, that there's nothing a woman's supposed to do that will make a man to beat on her. No matter what she do to you, don't beat on her. That's a very good message. But I think some women are misinterpreting that message and it's putting them in harm ways. People always caution men to walk away from situations when there are problems, when there's confusion, and this confusion is getting at the level where the man is getting too angry to the point that he will want to commit that domestic violence. He needs to walk away. But I can tell you, for your own sake as a woman, it's always good to walk away, to be the one to walk away from those situations. The reason is, if a man commits domestic violence against you and you take him to the police, you take him to the court, if he beats you, the court is not going to beat him. They're going to fine him money or make him serve some time in jail, depending on the gravity of the domestic violence. So you see, it is very, very, very wise enough to avoid the situation. Because for years, people have been telling men to not beat on women. But yes, some men still do it. So if you find yourself in a situation where the argument is getting to a point that it's about to get physical, or the man is trying to beat on you, then you need to excuse the situation. I see a lot of women putting themselves in harm ways, trying to challenge a man that is 2 times their size, or that is very strong enough to the point to break them apart. And they'll be like, when you not beat me in a labyrinth setting, when you not beat me, you're not man. And sometimes when a man wants to walk away from the incident, or from that confusion, and then some women can go to the point of locking the door and putting the key in that pocket and say, you're not leaving. You're challenging the man to a fight. It is a burden upon the men to prevent these kind of situations. But let me tell you, if it goes out of hand, the woman becomes the victim. So you that is most susceptible to being a victim of this kind of violence should be able to walk away from it as well. And not to challenge a man to a fight. I feel like it's a risky venture to be able to challenge a man to a fight. You can argue all you want, you can talk, you can express all that you want. But for your own safety, when it is getting to a point where you feel like the heat is on, walk away. Stop challenging a man who can beat you blue and black in the name of you got the right and he's not supposed to beat on you. Of course, yeah, that's true. He's not supposed to beat on you for whatever reason. But for whatever reason he does that, you are going to be the victim. For whatever reason that happens, you are going to be the victim. So the best thing to do is to walk away from those kind of situations. So recognize, the signs of domestic violence. Point number two, you should be able to set boundaries. When you get into a relationship with a man, those things that you find abusive, that you see as a violence against your right, against your person, your personality, your character, you should be able to state them from the very, very beginning. Some people will meet a man who is fond of cussing women, who is fond of abusing you, putting their hands on you for whatever little argument, and you will sit there and take it in the name of love is tough, no relationship comes easy, so he's gonna change. My sister, he's not going to change. It's good enough that you set boundaries. Set the boundary to the point that if you can't take it, don't let it start. And I don't know for what reason why any woman for that matter should accept domestic violence, like should accept any form of violence against her. If a man becomes physically, let's say verbally abusive, state it from the very beginning if you're not cool with it. There are some people, the issue of the conversation using curse words, it is okay with them. If that works for you, fine. But if you know that isn't something that is good for you, or the man insulting you in private and in public, then you need to state it from the very beginning that you are not that kind of person who accepts insult. If the beating on you, don't let that happen more than once. Walk away. Prevent that. State it from the beginning that this is what you, and stand by it. By the time it happens, take whatever action that is going to prevent that from happening, again. The third thing you need to do in preventing domestic violence as a person to save yourself is to be able to have a safety plan. A lot of us don't have a safety plan when we're in a relationship. When I mean safety plan, you need to have a place to go when the man begins to get violent. Need to have a safety contact, people that you can call whenever the man gets violent. If for whatever reason it happens, you need to have a place to go. Now, I want to discourage churches, parents, traditional, norms that forbid women going back to their parents when they find it uncomfortable in their homes. Mind you, you are a human being, you are not a property. If a man pay your bride price, or you got married to a man, or you're in a relationship with that person full time, staying together, and that person gets violent against you, you have all privileges and rights to be able to go back to the house. That statement of that's your man, whatever happens, stay there and fix it. It is old-ish thing, and it needs to stop. A lot of women lost their lives, get injured, and get traumatized because they having at the back of their mind they can't go back to their parents' house when they're having issues in their homes. Violence against your person is not one of the things, it's not one of those reasons, it's not one of the things that you can take to say we can fix it, we can bear it. No. Once it starts, put an end to it by going to a safe place. Go to a place that you feel safe, to a friend's place, to your parents' house, or wherever you find it safe. We understand that you love your relationship. We understand that you were supposed to withstand the weather, but violence against your life that is capable of injuring you and taking your life are not one of those things you're supposed to bear. Find safety plan. The next thing you can do is to document those instances. Let me tell you, in a relationship, when there are problems and you guys talk about it, yes, it is always advisable not to bring back old things when you're talking about another occurrence, right? But if a man perpetrates violence against you, it is good to document it. Write it down and state the caption the instance. Because when the time comes and you need help, you need accurate information of this person, of this man, constantly abusing you to the point that you want to leave. If they get to the point where they'll say, why didn't you say something? And they want you to prove it, because some people are very weird. They want you to prove that this man is being violent to you so that you can have proof. But my major point is, don't stay there for violence to be perpetrated against you. So thanks for watching the Eli Zaza Show. And of course, we are live every time on Tama TV on Sunday from 6 to 7 p.m. right on the Cyclone channel 2 and 6, or right here on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us right here on Facebook. Share and comment, and let us share this message, because domestic violence has been taking life and you can attest to it. So thanks for stopping by and getting this tip. And don't forget to join us on Sunday from 6 to 7 p.m. I'm Eli P. Zaza. Have a good day.